Guys, this is Wes, Fantasy Smack Talk, bringing you my top pivot picks for the FanDuel Sunday Million in Week 10 of the NFL season. Last week had the Rams dominate the winning lineup in this tournament. Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, Greg Zuerlein, the kicker, and the Rams defense all featured on the winning lineup. So the rest of the guys other than Gurley were all around 10-11% owned. That's why we're here. We're trying to find guys for you who no one else is on. So good lesson, and certainly a lot to take away from that lineup. As far as this week goes, I'm going to be rolling out Kirk Cousins at quarterback. Cousins is only 7,500 at home against Minnesota. He's allowing Minnesota's allowing the fifth fewest passing yards and yards per attempt to opposing quarterbacks, with Cousins coming off two of his worst games of the year and heading into a matchup with what is on paper one of the league's best defenses. I expect his ownership to be depressed significantly, but despite all the good metrics for Minnesota's defense, all you have to do is look at some of the opposing quarterbacks that they face, and you'll see that they're a lot better on paper than they are in reality. Deshaun Kaiser, Joe Flacco, Brett Hundley, and Mitchell Trubisky are the last four quarterbacks that the Vikings have faced. Kaiser, Hundley, and Trubisky combined 7 total NFL starts before going in to their games against the Vikings. So certainly, again, the Vikings, 8th worst opponent QBR, 8th fewest FanDuel points to quarterbacks. Respectable numbers, but certainly not that good in reality. Kirk Cousins, meanwhile, despite last 2 games clunkers in Seattle from a fantasy perspective and at home against Dallas in the rain a few weeks ago, having a pretty good season statistically. He had a 10-2 touchdown to interception ratio in the 4 games before that, and he averaged over 300 yards a game over that span too. So again, I think probably right around 8.5% owned. He should be more though, so I really like Cousins on Sunday. All right, Jordan Howard is going to be my running back. First time this year I'm rolling out Howard in a lineup, but at 7,200 with the Bears hosting Green Bay on a short week, I certainly like Chicago's back. Had overall what's been a pretty disappointing season, especially from a season-long perspective, where he's been going, or he was going, I should say, in the second round at the latest in drafts this summer. But, quietly a pretty respectable season overall, even in one of the league's worst offenses. Touchdowns haven't been there, but he's been a victim of Mitchell Trubisky's struggles, their quarterback struggles, and Tariq Cohen vulturing away some scores more than anything. So even with that, still exceeded 100 yards on the ground 3 times this season, averaging 82.8 yards per game, and still over 4 yards a carry. So nothing groundbreaking, but a relatively high floor. And if you look at his week-to-week numbers, certainly has the option to be a valuable contributor to your lineup in this tournament. So Green Bay, again, playing its worst football of the year without Aaron Rodgers. That's starting to spill over to the defensive side of the ball. I really like Howard this week, even if he's 9 or 10 or 11% owned. Makes a great pivot option and a great high floor, low cost option at running back. All right, wide receiver. My guy this week is Sterling Shepard, is my top pivot. Shepard's priced at 5,700 against the 49ers in San Francisco in a terrible matchup of 2 of the worst teams in the league. Not really appealing for a lot of reasons, but Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram should be the beneficiaries of Marshall and OBJ's injuries, as they were last week. Certainly don't expect a lot of scoring in this game, but Vegas projected to be close. So even at around 9% ownership, which Shepard should have with that matchup, it still makes him an appealing option. He had 9 targets on Sunday, last Sunday, in what was his first game as New York's top receiving option. But for the year, just 1 touchdown in 1 game over 100 yards. So do think that'll depress his ownership, even though the 49ers are the best matchup on FanDuel in terms of wide receivers, allowing the 3rd most receiving touchdowns, 5th most receiving yards to opposing receivers. But Shepard's got 6 games to prove he was the guy that the Giants thought he was when they took him 40th overall in the 2016 draft. So even if this matchup attracts some owners to him, and especially at that $5,700 price point, I think right around 10% Sterling Shepard makes a really appealing option on Sunday. Finally, Hunter Henry is going to be my tight end this week. all of my lineups. 5,400 against Jacksonville. That opponent obviously going to scare some people away, but it's more about ownership, this pick, and the lack of other options than anything else. Gronk is the only appealing tight end option at the elite level, and Evan Ingram coming in second with Jimmy Graham not available on Sunday, and also Travis Kelce and Zach Ertz not active this week on bye. So Jaguars defense has been unforgiving to the tight end this year, at least on paper, but Henry should be the best tight end that they've faced in a long time. I do think that'll keep him right around 7 or 8% owned. And, if you look at some of the opponents that Jacksonville has faced, Colby Fleener and Delaney Walker, maybe the only guys as physically imposing as Hunter Henry is. So with that, before a clunker last week, 2 weeks ago, I believe, before the bye against New England, Henry had exceeded 8 FanDuel points in 5 straight games. I think that he'll get back on track in Week 10. Even against Jacksonville, it just presents an opportunity for you to buy and for the rest of the industry not to be on him. So roll the dice and you'll get rewarded. All right, that'll do it for this week's video. Check out fantasysmacktalk.com for my full article and some other good pieces as well. And of course, follow us on Twitter at Fantasy Advice, and we'll get all your lineup questions answered all week and especially on Sunday mornings. So check that out, and thanks for watching.